Hey, online crew. I'm just trying to fix a technical issue. I think I've got a bug in my computer. I'm not sure if this is going to work. No, it's not. Ah! How do I fix this? Can anyone do me a favor? Oh, this is so annoying. You got to love technology. If anyone is watching from my business page on Facebook, can you share this into my social media group? I'll tell you what's going on. I've got a bug on my screen. I don't know if this is just me or any of you have got this. What's it saying on my screen? It's this thing that says, the bug you have reported to me via email has been fixed. You can now click on the icon, blah, 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 and it won't go off my screen. So I can't actually do anything in Facebook. So I'm going live via StreamYard here, and I'm going live on my phone here direct on Instagram. So Instagram, you're all good. Facebook business page and YouTube, you're all good, but I can't get my live into my group. Did Henry get in there? Maybe Dean. So I can't actually get to see my business page to share it to the group. Can anyone help me out? I'm in the background trying to push some buttons. I'll tell you what, just some days, I can't do anything about it. So I'm just going to have to share it after. If any of you can help me out, that would be wonderful. So if you're just watching from my business page, if you can just share it into my group, that would be awesome. So what we're here to talk about today is, you see the title, Steve Harvey's $100 million phone hack. So I want to share with you kind of what that is, because I think everybody should do this. But I also just want to have a real chat with you as to how sometimes life just throws you some curveballs, because that's exactly where I'm at. I don't know if you can tell, but I've got a massive headache. Usually people say to me, I can tell by your eyes. I'm not myself. And then to have technical difficulties as well, it's like, give me a break. But it is what is. Can I see any of your comments? If you're here live with me, say hello. Let me give you a shout out. Sounds like a hack. I even rebooted my computer, Dean, before I went live, to see if I could get rid of this screen that's on my screen, and that didn't work either. So I'm a little bit out of sorts. I can kind of feel it in myself, and I have been for a few days. I don't know if any of you kind of caught up in my stories or my personal profile, but I had the pleasure of getting stung by a wasp, a European wasp, in Australia. They're not nice, and it actually got onto my food. I was talking to somebody at the time, and they were talking, and I had some food on my fork, and while they were talking, I'd already had it cut up, and I put the food in my mouth. Now, obviously, because I was looking at them and I wasn't looking at my fork. Now, obviously, what had happened is the European wasp must have flown onto the piece of food on my fork. So when I've taken the food, I'm looking at the person that was talking to me, and I wasn't looking at the food. But as soon as I put it in my mouth, it stung me on my tongue and then stung me on the other side of the roof of my mouth. And I knew as soon as, because there were wasps everywhere, everyone was kind of talking about it. And I'd already kind of gone like that to get one away from me only like a minute earlier. And so I just felt it, and it just spat it out on the table, food and all. And there it was, like this huge European wasp with my food. Like I spat it out on the table, and immediately, like the stinging, it was awful. And I still had a sting stuck in my gum. And I'm trying to say to Paul, and he's looking in, and he actually got the sting out of my gum. And then the swelling started, and then I went to emergency because those kind of things, your airways can swell up, and then that can stop you breathing. So did all of that, and the hospital gave me a concoction of drugs, and yeah, I just haven't been the same since. So I don't know whether it's the concoction of the drugs or the toxin from the sting or what it is, but my back's sore, my body's aching, I've got a headache. And do you think I feel like actually being here? So some of me is like, yes, this is what I do, and I would never let you guys down. But there's another part of me that's got a headache, and I feel all out of sorts. And now I've got a computer glitch, and I couldn't even share my video in the group. And it's just like seriously, give me a break, And sometimes life just does that to you. But I woke up this morning. I actually put a post on my personal profile. Saying just some days you just don't want to get out of bed, like you just don't feel like it. But it's just the wrong attitude. And I would, unless I'm really, really bad, and don't take this the wrong way, I'm not looking for sympathy in any way, and I'm not looking for anybody to say, oh, you're not taking care of yourself. I'm not irresponsible of like that, but I would never not kind of be here because this is, this community is important to me. And I would never kind of not do what I know I need to do. And this is kind of the lesson of life. And this is our business. This is our industry, isn't it? Like sometimes we just don't feel like it. Sometimes we don't feel like going live. Sometimes we don't feel like doing the do. Sometimes we don't feel like doing our business. And honestly, yesterday, I couldn't concentrate. I still got up and taught my class at the gym. I almost burst into tears a few times. Like I just had to catch my breath and go, hold it together, Helen. And I got through the class, but the whole day I was trying to work and I couldn't concentrate. And I'm like, this is useless. Just go to bed. And I did eventually get into bed like late in the afternoon. But just some days you just don't feel like it. And today I still don't feel like it. But I'm getting way off track here. But I'm just sharing this with you because I'm no different to you, and I have days where I just don't want to build my business. I don't want to turn up live for you guys. I would just rather, I'm going to get upset now. I'd just rather crawl in bed right now. Why am I getting upset? Because I'm human. Man, I'm so out of sorts, and I can't even really put my finger on why. Why am I getting upset? Anyway, I'm here. It's all good. We're positive. That's not what I'm here to talk to you about. I just went off on a tangent then. But, even those of us that you look up to and you might think, oh, they're so consistent and, they do the do and whatever. Like, I still have shit days. Anyway, let's get back on track. I don't know why I just said all of that or I did all of that, but, we're all human and we all have bad days and we all have off days. And I just don't feel myself at the moment. And I'm not sure why. As I said, I don't know whether it's the toxin from the sting or the drugs that they gave me at the hospital or what it is, but I'll come good. It's just, I know I'm not, even though I kind of half want to crawl in a little ball or just, it's a beautiful day today. I would just rather sit on my deck upstairs and just read a book or something. And, I might take some time out today and do, just get myself back together. I don't know. But I also kind of want to share the message that, I'm not trying to be a martyr or something, but I have to talk myself around, a lot sometimes when I don't feel like it. There are days that I don't feel like building my business. There's days I don't feel like going live. There's days I just don't want to post on social media. There's days that I just, don't feel like it. But I don't give into it. I might for a day or two or, something like that, but you just can't give into that all the time because that's just life. It knocks you down, doesn't it? But you just got to suck it all up, do the best you can and move on, okay? All right, I need to shut up now and get back onto track. Thanks for the comments, guys. I'm fine. I'll be fine. I'm just I don't know. I'm just off. It's all good. Anyway, what we're here to talk about, I'll get myself together. Um, Steve Harvey. Now, I'm probably not going to do this justice. So the title of this actual video, Steve Harvey's $100 million phone hack. That's the exact title of a YouTube video regarding what I'm about to share with you. So, because I know I'm not really going to do this justice, I would recommend that what you go to YouTube when you're just looking for something inspirational, go to YouTube and put that exact title in, Steve Harvey's $100 million phone hack, and listen to the whole video. It is almost an hour long, but it's an interview via Grant Cardone to Steve Harvey about his successes and his life. And I don't know, you know who I mean by Steve Harvey, guys? The comedian, the compere of Family Feud, Steve Harvey, yeah. So he shares in this interview with Grant that he, in his 30s, he was actually homeless for 3 years. He lived out of a car for 3 years, and he had a little bit of a side job writing jokes and stuff for comedians. And somebody challenged him one day to actually tell his own jokes and go into this amateur competition for like comedians on stage. You know how they have those comedy clubs and all the different like amateur comedians sort of get up, and that's how they kind of test their their ability to become a comedian. And so that was his story, and he won, and he got $50 from that. And that one day, I even wrote it down, 8th of October 1985, when he won that $50 in that competition on stage, it changed the whole trajectory, you know that word, can't even spit that out. I think my tongue's, no, I'm going to go on a tangent again. I still think my tongue's a little bit swollen. Anyway, we'll stay on track. It propelled his like whole career. Now, his $100 million phone hack he shares in this interview. You know your phone screen. What do you have on your phone screen? Is it a picture of your family? What's on your phone screen? So your like when you go to your phone, what's on your screen? I've had a picture of me and my two boys on that screen, on my screen. I'm on my phone at the moment. This is my spare phone, which is not charged up at the moment. Since I think it's 2011. Like they're grown kids now, but it's still a photo of me and my two boys because I just love the picture and can't let go of it. But Steve was saying, and this is his vision and how he makes things happen. He said whenever he really wants something in life, he puts it in front of himself every single day, and every time that he's done that, it's come to life. Like whatever he's envisaged, whatever he has wanted or dreamed of, he's put in front of himself every single day, and everything that he has dreamed of or put on kind of like a vision board, if you like, has come true. So he showed his phone screen to Grant in this interview. So the title of this video, that's what it's called. Put it in YouTube. So on his phone screen, he's got like a vision board. So, and that's what his, what do you call it? There's not the screens, not a screensaver. That's computer. Like, what do your wall or what's the word I'm looking for? That when you go to your phone, it's on your phone like all the time. So what Steve was saying is some people will have a picture of a dog like on their phone. It's like, what's the point of having your dog on your phone screen when you see your dog every day or your family every day? Like it kind of makes sense that the average person would put something that's meaningful to them. But if it's something that you see every day, it's not something that you need on your phone screen. Your wallpaper, thank you. Your wallpaper, like every day. So he's got on, and if you catch the beginning, it's not far in the interview actually with Grant. If you go and watch that video, not far in, he actually shows it. And he's got a house that his wife has always wanted up the top here. Then he's got 100 million in cash because that's what he wants. I mean, most of us are not going to have that. You might have $1,000, you might have $10,000, you might have six-figure earner or something like that. But he wants $100 million cash in the bank. So that's down here. Then he's got 3 billion across here. And he said, I don't need 3 billion. I literally don't need 3 billion, but I want to make 3 billion. So he's got across the middle here 3 billion. And then he's got other things in the corners to represent what it is that he's striving for, his sort of mission and his vision in life. And it's all there, from the house to the money to, you know, the income, the cash and whatever. And so when he goes to his phone every day, like, how many times do you go to your phone every single day? How many times do you pick up your phone? If you actually counted it, it would probably be pretty scary, isn't it? So even he, although how much is he worth? His current net worth is 200 million. And he's still, like Grant was saying, like, you've already earned, like, why do you need more money? You've already earned, you know, enough money to survive on, like, you know. And from Steve Harvey's point of view, it's like, and unless you've got some kind of vision, you've got some kind of dream, like, unless you're putting it in front of your face every single day, like, what are you striving for? So it's just as simple as, like, think about that for a minute. What have you got on your wallpaper? Does that really serve you to look at that every single day? So we need to have in front of us, some of you will and some of you won't believe in things like vision boards, but there's so much science behind putting something in front of you every single day. I've got one here of things that I want, and I look at that every single day, like the rank that I want, the team that I want, the income, you know, the things that I'm striving for, the trip that I've actually done one of them. Like, I wanted to earn a certain incentive trip for our company later this year, and I've earned that. Like, so what do you want? Put it in front of your face every day and put it on your wallpaper of your phone. And so literally look at it every single day. And if it's not your phone, like, you know, whether it's a piece of paper or, you know, whatever it is, put in front of your face every single day what it is that you are striving for. So you got, you know, have you heard of RAS, reticular activation system? What you concentrate on, you get more of. So if you're not really focusing on your dreams and your vision and what it is you want, and you're not putting it in your face every day, something else is putting its face in you every day, which is your emails, your social media, your jealousy, your comparison, all the things that you're looking at that make you feel down on yourself, all the people that look amazing physically and success-wise and whatever. That's what you're concentrating on every day. So why not the one thing that you look at multiple times a day? They put something on your wallpaper that is going to remind you of what it is that you are striving for. That could be your health physically, a goal weight, a goal health, you know, a health goal, income wise, living wise, house wise. It could even be a toy, I guess, if you wanted to, like the things that are meaningful to you the most, put it on your wallpaper. So that's a very simplistic way of breaking down like an hour's interview on that YouTube video. And as I said at the beginning of this video, if you missed it, the YouTube video is the exact title of what this video is: Steve Harvey's $100 million phone hack. So I would just, you know, if every one of you should be doing some kind of personal development, you should be reading a book, listen to podcasts, like filling your brain with really positive stuff all the time. That would be a good use of your time. To listen to that video and just listen to what Steve Harvey has to say and how he went from being broke and living in a car for 3 years to being worth $200 million. Like, success leaves clues, and people that make it, like, they just think differently. Most people just don't think, you know, and this is the most powerful thing that you can do, is learn to think like a winner. And learn to think like somebody who is going to be successful, and not think down like, I don't feel like it. I'm not going to do it. Like I was talking about in this beginning of the video, how I'm feeling at the moment. Like I don't want to build my business at the moment. Don't really feel like being live. I'd rather sit on my deck just soaking up the sun at the moment. But I know that's not going to get me anywhere. I know I need to be, well, I don't. I mean, if I said to you guys, I don't want to go live today, I'm not feeling well, you'd go, no worries, Helen, look after yourself. I know you guys wouldn't worry about that. But for me, I know I need to push through those times and just show up anyway. There's somebody that will listen to this video that will go and will listen to that video of Steve Harvey, get something out of it. It may create them to do a wall on their phone, and it may make a difference in their life. That's worth more to me than me feeling sorry for myself. So when we still show up, obviously we need to look after ourselves, and so do I. I'm not saying that I'm not, but you know, we just have to push through and just do the best that we can, but think positive and get over our own human negative emotions when we feel sorry for ourselves. And like we can feel down and feel sorry for ourselves and feel unmotivated sometimes, but don't hang on to it. Like, just don't hang on to it. Allow yourself some grace to do what you need to do for yourself, your health, your family, whatever it is, but don't sit in that space. So being positive and looking at what it is that you want to achieve in your life day after day after day after day, multiple times a day, don't you think that would be a very small thing that you could go and action that could help you get to where you want to go? If it's good enough for Steve Harvey, do you think it's good enough for us? I would think so. So take that for what you will, but go and watch that video of that interview with Steve and listen to not only that, but a multitude of things that he had to say in that interview. Okay. So what have you guys said here? Yes, you are human. We love you. Thanks for being here. Take care. I'll be fine. Honestly, I'm fine. I'm just a little bit fragile at the moment, but hey, I'm human like the rest of us. Beth, I have a vision board on my wallpaper. Amazing. Wallpaper. That was the word that I was looking for. Jane, I had a vision board with a small house with water in the background, and now I have a ranch that had a small cottage and a creek that runs through the back of the cottage. Amazing. Just, some people will hate the concept of vision boards and think it's all a little bit silly. But if you get past the word vision board and just think of the concept of what you focus on, you get more of. And you know that that's true. If you think about all the bills that are coming in, guess what you're going to get more of? You're going to get more bills. If you think about the struggle that you have with money, guess what's going to happen? You're going to continue to struggle with money. If you continue to tell yourself it's hard to get customers for your business and it's hard to recruit in your business, guess what? It's going to continue to be hard. So whatever you focus on, you get more of. So Steve Harvey's $100 million phone hack, what you focus on, focus on what you want, not what you don't have. And it'll help it bring it into fruition. So I think that's a really smart thing. And Beth's already done it. There's people that would already done it, but it's just a small thing that you could do that could help you get, small steps forward to where it is that you want to go, instead of, focusing on the things that you don't have and feeling sorry for yourself and all that kind of stuff. We can all do hard things. You can do hard things. Just remind yourself, I can do hard things. I can show up even when I don't want to. I can push through this. I can, and become a solution seeker. Okay? I hope that's helpful to somebody listening. I hope at least one of you goes and actions that, because for you to be looking at what it is that you want, what you strive for, what your dreams are, especially in times when you're feeling a little bit down, sometimes you need to remind yourself what you're working towards. Because being in this industry, being an entrepreneur, social selling, network marketing, if that's your business model, what I build in, it's hard sometimes because we are our own boss. and we only let ourselves down when we don't do things. And apparently we're all okay to do that. We'll help everyone else and do everything for everyone else, but we often don't build our own business or don't get out of our own way to build our own business. And we've got to move past that. And you're worth more than that. So we've got to go and do hard things. So if a very small thing, you can remind yourself of what it is that you're working for on your wallpaper on your phone. If it's good enough for Steve Harvey, it should be good enough for us. And it's not that hard to execute, to do something like that. Create it on Canva or, an app, putting some different things in a picture and putting it, on your wallpaper. Like, it's not that hard to do, but it just might be a small step in the right direction. Okay. So sorry for my emotion at the beginning of this video. Hopefully the next time I come live, which is not tomorrow, the next day, I will be much more myself. Those of you in my coaching community, just remember this week is our live Q&A Zoom call. So that's your opportunity to get on Zoom with me and ask me anything about your business, what you're working on, what you're challenged by, and we can have a chat about that and you can get some mentorship. And just this week is the last week to express your interest for my VIP mentorship program. It closes at the end of the month. I've only got 2 spots left, and that's your opportunity to work with me very closely for 6 months, where I can give you direction and mentorship and training and coaching and review your work and, help you speed up some of the the things that you're doing in your business and hopefully your results. So reach out to me personally or put the word VIP in the comments so you can get that information. But there's only 2 spots left, and we start on the 1st of April for 6 months. So if that's something that you think you need, just get the information and see if it's a good fit for you. So thank you for bearing with my raw emotions today. I didn't mean to do that, but hey, I'm human like the rest of you. So I look forward to bouncing back to my usual self in the next couple of days, and I'll see you on my next live. Thanks, guys.